Welcome back. Now it's time for the interview segment. As you know, today is Friday and it's entertainment discussions where we discuss about anything in the entertainment industry. I have here with me a record producer, a singer, and a songwriter. This is like a three-in-one personality, and I'm sure as much as I'm ready to meet with him and discuss with him, I'm sure you're ready as well. Let's welcome, or rather, I welcome Mr. Tobi Daniel into the studios, KAFTAN TV studios.
Thank you.
Welcome to the studios today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm doing very well. Thank you.
Are you sure? Let's relax.
Yeah, I'm doing very well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming once again.
My pleasure.
Yes. So, like I mentioned earlier, you are a record producer and a singer, and I think a little bit of a profile says that you started music in 2017 and you've been working, professionally in the music industry since then. So yeah, can you give us a little bit of insight into, how you started music, how you started singing? Many people say, oh, they say when they were young, when they were 7 years old, 8 years old, and many times I wish that I can sing, or maybe I can sing professionally, but maybe God doesn't give me that talent. So can you give me a bit of your story?
Okay, so music started for me when I was young also. Okay. Most of the time I would say that my first choir master was my dad. So while during the morning devotions and everything, so there are some things he does that it was later on I figured out that, oh, this was things that were, that was important when it comes to music.
Oh, wow.
Do you understand? So like sometimes when we are singing the hymns, he tried to conduct us and everything. Oh, wow. So from that young age, and then later on it became a competition between me and my cousin. Yeah, so we normally do a competition like, oh, who sing pass, that kind of thing. So, but eventually I think I joined the choir in about 2010. I joined my church choir. Okay. So the moment I joined the choir, it felt like a good space for me where I could develop. So from 2010 thereabouts, so I was in the choir, just building myself and everything till about 2017 thereabout. Then I started to discover personal sides of me that I could write songs. I started learning how to play the piano and trying to do that thing. So I started writing songs from like 2017 thereabout. So, but I've been doing music since like 2010, 2011.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Wow. Because from what you said, I would bring out something where you said that you started from the choir, that's the church choir, and I think this is a very famous, a popular line of action amongst many music artists that we see. And many times they will tell you, when they tell their story, like, oh, I started from the church and then they had to move out, of the church. So I want your thoughts on that. I want your reactions on that. Why is it that many people start from the church and do not always end up in the church? Many times they have to leave and start probably singing secular songs and all of that. Is there any reason? Maybe you as a person in the music industry can maybe give me your secret why it's like that?
I don't know, but as a musician, the key word there is music. Music. There's nothing like maybe church music or we can categorize it as church secular music, but not everybody is meant to do like church music. So it's possible that you are groomed in the church. Do you understand? But however, it doesn't mean that your talent necessarily has to be used. Some people will say, oh, your talent has to be used for the things of God and all those things. But who will sing the inspirational songs and who will sing the love songs? Do you understand? So we have people that are I don't know, maybe shepherds, or I don't know how they call them in church, that lead people to worship, lead people to sing and all that. Personally, you should be able to do that on your own, considering this place that you are coming from. Do you understand? But then, if you're able to discover other parts of yourself, like oh, there's this other part of me that could write a song that inspires people to become better at something, or inspire people to love in a certain way and all that. So I think you should. One of the things is that you should be able to identify who you are, identity.
Know your niche.
Exactly.
Because music can be wide, music can have different, various niches, and then you need to know what exactly would work for you as a person. Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. So moving on to a songwriter and then a singer. Can you give me a distinct feature between between these two? Just being a songwriter and then also being a singer, because I know for some people know how to write songs, but they can't sing, because singing has to do with a skill. It has to do with skills, the melody, the tune, the beat, and everything that has to come into it. That's one. And then also a singer might not necessarily know how to write lyrics in a way that can be captivating. So can you just tell me if these two can work hand in hand?
Okay, first of all, the two can definitely work hand in hand, and also they can also work in separate ways. So as a singer, I think as a trained singer, you should a trained singer may not be able to write songs, because I've seen very talented singers. If you tell them to write like 2 or 3 lines, they cannot write it. But if you write it for them, and they will sing it, and you'll be blown away.
Wow.
Do you understand? So as a singer, I think if you've developed your skill and you've trained yourself to be able to sing, and you find out that you can try to write songs or everything, but if you find yourself as a singer, I think you should just perform excellently within that niche. You understand? So as a songwriter is somebody that can think beyond is fair. Like, so the ability to think outside the box. There are so many melodies that has been written, so many lyrics that has been written, and sometimes maybe because I'm talking from my own perspective, because I like to write differently from everybody. Do you understand? Okay. So I always like to think, even if I'm picking an idea from you, I don't want you to know that I'm picking that idea from you. So in a way whereby I'm able to reshape what I'm giving out to you. So songwriters are, I don't know what to say, but
that means that they can literally just come from different angles. They don't have to. It's not just a one-way thing like being a singer, right?
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, in a way. And also songwriting and singing can also go
hand in hand. So that means that a songwriter can also be a singer.
I think a songwriter will be if he can sing, will be a better singer, because he can express fully what he's writing. Exactly. So he can express it very well, because it's coming from a place of what he's writing is real to him, so he can express it better. Yeah. So the two can actually work together.
That means it can work basically hand in hand. But,
definitely.
But many times, I think from your industry, I would love to know if we have many singers right now that are songwriters. Do we have, or we see many songwriters are different from singers in the music industry today? I'm talking about the general aspect of the industry.
Whether there's more singers.
Yes, we have more singers who are also songwriters.
Actually, there's not much of the songwriters, because you see most singers today, and when you listen to their lyrics, is not really comprehensive. You understand? So there's nice beats, there's nice melody, but the lyrics is not there. So I think we don't really have more of songwriters, although there's an industry for songwriters. And there's an industry for everybody. We call ourselves the music industry, yeah. But inside the music industry, everybody has their own specific places. But I think we have more singers than songwriters. The songwriters are few, and that is why you hear some people's songs, some people's melody, and you are captivated by it. And meanwhile, you hear some other songs, the melody is nice, you can dance to the beat, but there's nothing you can pick from it. You can pick from it. So that's I don't know. I think that's just the difference.
Okay.
The what you can pick from it, and yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So yeah, let's pleasure. Dive into music production, which is the topic for today, the business of music production. So what entails, what are the process, or what is the process now of producing a song? Can you just give us a deep insight into what is entailed in music production? How do you take it from the lyrics, the idea stage, down to recording it in the studio, and now marketing it and for people to listen? All of those things. How is it for you producing the song?
Well, the creative process of producing a song is one that can come in multiple ways, because you never can really tell when an idea to do something will come. And even when you get to that idea, I think every producer has a way they approach music production. Do you understand? So, but as a music producer, I think personally, I like to take my time and visualize, probably if I'm making the beat first, or maybe the lyrics has already been written. So if the lyrics has already been written, I try to visualize what the person has written. Or if it is me that even wrote the song, I want to picture the kind of melodies that will go with the song and everything. So then I start my creative process from there. And so I don't know, Sha, but music production is you can go about your creative process in different ways. In different ways. But when it comes to like how to market, and all of that. So after your song is made and everything, we put songs out on distribution platforms, and putting songs on distribution platforms is not enough for your music to go, for people to listen to it. So that's why we have a lot of artists, but we have few that are blowing up. Why? Because as an artist or as a music producer, you must be able to, you need money to be able to push your music. If you don't have certain resources, your music might not be heard, might just be heard between your friends and family. And but if you know that you do really good music, and you know that this music you want the world to hear it and everything, I think you should go extra mile in trying to promote the music. Which is going beyond just putting it on distribution platform, also trying to promote it on each of those individual platforms.
Okay. Now this is where we now move to the financial aspect of of the music production. Like you said, beyond just giving it to your friends and families or your inner circle to listen to and probably share, you also need to promote it on individual platforms. So when it comes to the financial aspect of producing a song, or just putting a song out there, is it so much? Do you need to have like maybe ₦1 million, or do you need just maybe hundreds of thousands, maybe some thousands naira, just to push it out there? Or you need like a huge sum of money, a huge amount of money to really take your music to where you want it to be?
Well, the music industry can be very funny. Sometimes you might not even need to spend. You might just need maybe a few connections. Maybe you know someone that knows someone. However, if you don't know anybody, you might have to spend a few hundreds of thousands. And if you can manage if you have a goal, or how would I put it? If you can strategize how the money you're going to spend is going to go, you might not spend so much like that, because why? You have strategized how the money will be spent, how you put out your content and your target audience and all of that. So you might not really, the money you will spend for promotion, we cannot really say maybe it's hundreds of thousands or millions. But the thing is that whether 1 million, whether 100,000, two of them can also do the trick for you, depending on how strategic you are as an individual.
Or how well, or how far you want your music to, to get to.
Exactly. Yeah, so even with a small amount of money, and if you are strategic, you can get to quite a number of audience. Do you understand? But let's not lie, the music industry is very expensive. So you might actually just need a lot of money.
Wow. Okay, so while the music industry is expensive, that means that the returns on every investment you put into your music is also very high, right? Because I think that the higher the, the risks that they're in, it's also the higher the return on investment, right?
Yeah. Well, if you look at the way record labels operate, they scout for very good artists, because if you invest in an artist and his music is not doing well, you have run at a loss. Do you understand? You can put in so much money and not get that money back. So the thing I will say is that, as if whatever thing you are putting money on as an artist, or as a songwriter or musician generally, just make sure that it is good. Because good music will definitely sell itself. Do you understand? So as if I listen to your song, not that somebody come at me, if I listen to your song the first time and I like it, I'll recommend it to another person. So imagine promoting a good song and the first 1,000 people listens to it. Out of 1,000 people, definitely 800 should be able to recommend it. And that is how you grow as an artist. But if the song is not good, we call it replay value. If it does not have a replay value, I can just listen to it once and I don't feel like going back to it again. Because fine, you must have promoted it with a lot of money for it to get to me, to listen to it. Now, will I want to keep listening to it because the song is good? Or I'll just listen to it once. So it's possible that you make money off a one-time thing because you put in a lot of money to it. So after sometimes, some people might just cancel you as an artist because they just be like, oh, I don't even understand what this person is singing or doing. So when you now do another stuff, it might be difficult for you to win their heart. So the thing is that when you are going into the music industry and when you want to put out something, make sure that the content is good, because just the content alone can sell itself.
Wow, just the content can sell itself.
Yeah.
Okay, so coming from what you said about replay value, is that how do maybe songwriters or music producers, is that how they make their money from from music? Pushing out their song on streaming platforms, is that where they make their money from? Because I'm really curious to know how artists, how music producers make money off songs. Is it by how well people play it, or by how long people play it, and all of those things? Because we know that for sometimes when I probably go on YouTube trying to watch some videos, there's this ads that come in, and I see a 3-minute advertisement. Maybe it's a song playing in the background. I'm like, okay, I'm skipping this. I don't want to listen to this song. So is it that they lose money by that, or the more people listen to their songs, they make the money? So how do producers make their money off songs?
Producers and artists.
And artists, yes.
Okay, so there are various streams that comes for an artist to make money. So one of it is the streaming platforms, the Spotify and the Apple Music and the rest. So the more people listen to your song, there's an estimated value per listen that you can earn for maybe for like 100 plays, 1,000 plays, and all of that. So that is why some people, they kind of like, when they hit a certain amount of numbers of streams, they put it out, because if you should calculate the money that comes with that amount of streams, is a lot of money, and some is in like thousands of dollars and everything. So there's money from streaming. So another way musicians can make their money is from endorsement deals.
Okay.
Do you understand? So brands come to them, maybe they love their music, or their music is actually telling a story that they can use to sell their brand. So those brands come and they also feature them in their stuff. So basically, you can make money from stream, you can make money from appearances.
Okay. Okay.
Do you understand? You can make money from gigs as an artist.
As an artist.
So a show opening as a show, and you are headlining a show and everything, so it comes with a lot of money. There's crazy money in music, but you have to put in the work for it to get to that level. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Now let's move on to different genres of music. Now we see that there's the Afrobeat. I think that's the one we enjoy the most because the beat is there, but you're just vibing to the beat. Not necessarily the lyrics of the song, it's just the beat. Like, oh, this is interesting. Naturally, your head just moves to the beat and all of that. Yeah. And then there's the inspirational, and then there's the love. I think the love songs, the romantic ones, and all of that. So we know that now Afrobeat is widely accepted compared to other genres of music. Okay. And of course, you are the professional here, so I stand to be corrected actually. Yeah. So how is it that when it comes to producing this kind of music, it's for Afrobeat is easy. You can just slot in a beat and then whatever lyrics you want to put in there, you just put it there and your song is out. But for other songs, let's take for example inspirational and then love song, there has to be a certain kind of melody that will resonate with the listener, and then say, okay, I want to listen to this thing, up until the end of the of the song. So so how is it like? First off, do you think my stand is true? My opinion is true that Afrobeat is widely accepted than other genres of music, and then how is it that when it comes to the production of these songs, how do you insert the right melody, the right beat? Is it much more work compared to Afrobeat?
Well, I don't think any song is easy to make. Okay, because you said Afrobeat is just slotting the beat and you put the lyrics.
Because many times when you try to go through the lyrics, I'm like, I can't see anything, substantial in the lyrics and all of that.
Actually, so when it comes to Afrobeat, I think the people that do the most work are the producers. Okay. Because they put in effort in creating the beat and creating the melodies. We hear a lot of Afrobeat these days, but there are some very distinct one that stands out.
Okay.
Yeah, because those producers decided to go extra effort to make sure that their sound is different from what is coming from. But lyrical content is what most of the time always mess Afrobeat up most of the time. So the thing is, we have Afrobeat with very good message. We have some good songs, and we have some good songs Afrobeat that is just all about vibes and just all of that. So, but either way, no song is really easy to make like that. So, but when it comes to other genres of music like inspirational, the soul music and everything, there are certain things that you consider as an artist or as a music producer, the melody, the kind of tune that there are some songs you've not heard the lyrics, but is already doing something to you. It's either making you feel calm or making you already just, putting you in a certain kind of emotion, you understand? So then you also have to consider the lyrics of the song. Messages have a way of, there's a way, lyrics has a way of passing message to people. It can be, to the listeners, it can be a message of hope. It can be maybe someone is going through heartbreak, someone needs hope. So you have to put yourself in a position of somebody who is currently going through heartbreak. So you write according to what you feel the person is feeling at the moment. So if somebody like that is listening to the song, the person can actually feel part of the song, like this song was made for me. Do you understand? So now we have those kind of people, not just one, not just, I mean, we know Heartbreak is like a national cake for everybody. So
for everybody, I start to disagree.
Okay. Yeah, but one way or the other, Sha. So, but then you can write for Heartbreak. You can. A lot of people need hope.
Yes.
Right now. Do you understand? Personally, for someone like me, if I connect to songs more that talk of, I mean, that inspires me, you know, and everything. So a lot of people need hope right now. A lot of people need, I mean, you should, I think this aspect comes to like the inspirational and the soul kind of music kind of thing. So, but Afrobeat, you just want to vibe, you want to be happy, you want to be...
Push your worries off.
Exactly, or the Amapiano kind of thing from our South African people. So, either ways, every song comes with its own creative process. Which is also very unique. Do you understand? Yeah.
Thank you so much. So we're already running out of time, but I have just one last question.
All right.
To go. I know that you mentioned something that the music industry has a lot of money, you know, tucked somewhere, and they did. Of course, people would want to go there. People want to be in the industry to take that money and just enjoy it. I mean, as much as you spend so much money to promote your music, there's also a lot of return on that investment that you put on your music. So I'm sure someone is listening out there and thinking, oh, I want to go into the music industry. I can sing, I can write songs, I can do that, and I think probably I can produce and probably insert one beat or the other into the songs that I write. So what's your advice to them? You have been in the industry for quite a while, and I'm sure you've gone through every process, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I'm still going
through it. You're still going through it. I think life is a learning process, actually.
Definitely.
So yeah, what would you say from your wealth of experience, or how far you've gone in this industry? What would you tell them, for anyone who is looking up to, you know, singing, or is looking up to becoming an artist, for whether inspirational, an Afrobeat artist, or any other thing, a soul artist? What would you say to them?
Well, as an upcoming upcoming artist, first of all, one thing you must know is that I'm not trying to discourage, but it's not so easy out there. Do you understand? So, but one thing that you should do is not, I mean, belittle yourself. So the thing is, you have to keep working. So there are times whereby you might want to like feel like nobody's going to listen to me, nobody's going to hear me, nobody's going to do it, and that is a lie. Because the more you put in the work, you are just one step closer to your victory. Like you are one step closer to breakthrough. So the more you keep doing it, the more you get closer to your to that dream that you've always had. I don't know how to put it. You are getting closer to like achieving
hitting your milestone, or the goal you set
exactly
for yourself.
Achieving that goal. So the thing is, don't stop. Do you understand? The moment you stop, if you try to pick it back up again, it's going to be very difficult. So don't just stop, just keep doing it. I know this advice is like a general kind of advice that everybody give, but it is very, very valid yes. Because the more you do it, the more closer you are to achieving your dreams. Yes.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Me. I'm sure, I know that you are maybe more of an inspirational singer, right?
Yes.
Or you love to
I write love songs and I write inspirational songs.
Wow,
yes.
Thank you. And just this little you said has inspired me to chase after my dreams. And maybe that singing career that I think I don't have, I'll finally start it.
If you don't have it, don't try it.
No problem. It's fine.
No,
thank you.
I mean, I love you. I love what you do. Your job is beautiful. Yeah. So,
but there's money. You just said there's money in the music
There's
industry.
money in your job too.
There's money, really.
There's
Anyways,
money in your job.
Thank you so much for your time once again.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Thank you very much.
So I guess I said it all, that do not stop. Don't stop chasing after your dream. You are just one step closer to achieving that goal that you set for yourself. So as you go into the weekend, please do not stop. Do not stop. Don't stop chasing after that dream. You can achieve it, and you will achieve it. We'll go on a short break. We'll be right back to continue with Daybreak Africa. Just stay with us.